Okay, grade 9s, this is the memo for the form you handed in. You had to plot 4 lines on this Cartesian plane. So there's the answers, so you can check. I just want you to notice something about all the lines I've drawn. Notice how they fill up the whole Cartesian plane. So they go through the y-axis, through the x-axis, all the way down there, and check there's an arrow on either side, because that line goes on forever. All 4 lines exactly the same. Notice how I've put the equation of each line next to the line. Okay, and I've even color coordinated it. This makes things very clear. So I recommend you get into the habit of doing things like this. I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I got them for those of you that got one of the lines wrong. Okay, so if we go back to the tables, this is the first problem that a lot of you make. The equation is y equals 3 minus x, and x is minus 10. So when you subs that minus 10 into that x, you're actually going to have 3 minus 10, which is 3 plus 10, which is 13. Okay, so just be careful of that double negative thing there. Alright, but then there are all my points. There are all my points there, and when I did these ones, they're the points and they're the points. Okay, here's the next thing. When x was minus 10, the y ended up being 13. That actually makes up one coordinate. Looks like this. When the x was minus 10, the y was 13. That's a coordinate. This is another coordinate. When the x was minus 7, the y was 10. That's another coordinate. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 coordinates here. You go and you plot them all. So that's what I did. This one is the y is equal to 3 minus x1. Okay, so it's the red line. Okay, and all of those points, check, there they are in a perfect line. If one of the points wasn't on line, then you made a mistake with that point. So it's very easy to see where you've made a mistake in this section. Okay, there's not really much else to say. Let me just talk about 5 to 9 here. If we weren't remote learning, we'd have gone into a bit more detail with this. Since we're not seeing you, we're probably going to leave this for grade 10. I just want you guys to have a look at the equations in these 5 tables. In the first one, you see your x is in the denominator. Alright, as soon as that happens, this line will not be straight anymore. Okay, this one here, the x is being squared. If you found all these coordinates here and plotted them, you'll see it doesn't make a straight line. This one here has got the x cubed, x squared again, and this one's got a mixture of everything. Alright guys, these lines here from 5 to 9, they will not be straight.